Hello, and I am back with another update of You Were Never Here, and I think I made like way more progress this time. Uh, Mostly the dialogue, and I've actually gotten it to work, and I've also implemented what will be the main mechanic of this game, which is the decision system. Um, and and I know the first one didn't really have a main mechanic, but it is based off of the numbers in it's based off of like the number system that you saw when you could uh say different things to strangle in the first one. Except for I think it's way more intuitive this time because a lot of the complaints I saw about the first game is that it's really easy to break it by just not understanding what you're supposed to type in. So I made it way easier to just to not mess up, and also you don't. It doesn't have like the ugly like scratch like oh type this thing in thing. It does have the speech bubble to tell you what to do, but that only appears once. Um, so anyway, I'm going to start this. Actually, I should start from out here because I just before recording this, I accidentally broke it by accidentally reordering stuff by clicking on it. So start. So also, as you can see, um, I redid Mr. Strangle's sprites because in the first one, I feel like I didn't really put too much effort into his sprites, honestly. I kind of just drew them with a mouse during computer class. But I'm really I spent like around 2 days on this, on all of these, and I'm actually really proud of them. I think they're. I actually had to change the hand position on this one. It's kind of funny. And also he looks like a actual, real, tangible person now, which that may like dull that effect. But I also tried to keep the same crust with the line work. I used the pixel brush on Krita instead of drawing it in Scratch, which that might slow down my process later. But for now, when I have full access to Krita whenever I want, so it should be fine. Um, but anyway, I've yet to redo the one. I just put the normal sprite in as a placeholder. I'll do the emotions for that one next. And um actually it was kind of hard to change the text box white when uh the player character talks because I used to just have it like set brightness to like I don't know, like 50 because like but as you can see um or as you can imagine setting brightness to 100 like I would do with the text, it doesn't, it just turns the whole thing white because the black is included. Um, I was gonna do 50, but I think that's a bit of an eye strain, honestly. So instead of that, I just made a different text box for the player character where the outline is white. So hopefully that doesn't slow me down later, but I think it's a good solution for now at least. Um, anyway, let's get to the decisions. Okay, here's the decision system. Um, I don't know why it's not saying anything right now, but I have this sprite called option box, and it you use the arrow keys to pick a dialogue option, which I think that's pretty cool. And also, this is going to be one of the main mechanics of the game, and it's way more interesting than just like clicking through dialogue. And well, I mean, it's better than the dialogue is better than like it used to be because you would have to literally like wait through dialogue. Now you can like click through at your own pace. Um, the Scratch text to speech engine speaks really slowly, which I mean, it's good if I want to extend playtime, but extending playtime seems cheap to me. I just want it to be a good game and make the user experience better rather than like saying like yes, this will get them playing for longer. Like I'm not EA Sports. Like what am I doing? So when you click different things, it'll actually let me just go to the dialogue system to show you because I'm probably not gonna have time to like go through this whole thing again. But here's this if else thing. If decision equals 2, which by default it equals 0 before you put in a thing. If decision equals 2, then he only says one line, but if you decision 2 is I think so, but it's okay. So if this is like your second playthrough, you don't have to click through all this dialogue to say viewport. Or if you know what he's talking about, then you can just go I think so, but it's okay. But I'll do the longer option here. So if I click the left arrow key here, it'll the player character will ask that question, what viewport? Never mind. It's okay. You know, in your heart's heart, you know what I'm talking about. And then he'll say anyway. I think it's just up ahead, regardless. But that's where it ends. Um, I think this is. I don't. This is like the dialogue system is like way easier than in the first one because if I had like doing that whole thing where I on the first game where I had like five different answers that took up like most of the time in producing it because they like the speech patterns you have to like get around to like putting in the game like sometimes it just won't say things right because it's pronouncing it the correct way so you have to like misspell things and you have to listen to it to make sure it sounds right which that's really tiring. But for now, I can use like just text patterns and stuff to like, hey, are you there? Like, and like you can assume the tone based on what he's saying, rather than just like that like stiff just robot voice. Which I know that the stiffness of it all, I think like I'm going to miss that eventually because I did like how it was so robotic and inhuman. But um in my opinion this is going to be way better. And um like already like it's way easier to edit dialogue because I only have to put in one thing. Like I don't have to like do the subtitles and then like oh, the only thing this is going to like render like completely useless is how Taruku talks because like I was talking to my friend last night and that's what they said about it is that like what subtitles are you going to read the subtitles within the subtitles? And I thought about that and I was like, "Oh yeah, that's right, isn't it?" Uh but I think it's going to be okay. I think I can I can deal with that. Um, I'll find a solution eventually. But yeah, I'm this is looking pretty good so far in my opinion. I just wanted to give you an update because I know how much you all care about You Were Never Here. And again, I'm really grateful for the fandom. There's an alternate universe that has been produced by uh Blue Spinel, who is like a really great supporter of mine, and their work his work is amazing, and I honestly urge you to like ask him about it because it's awesome, and I'm really glad that people like this enough to like for it to have its own fanon and for it to have its own like fan base. Like I it's like unbelievable to me. I'm like I not too exaggerated or anything, but I feel like I wonder how but I feel like maybe this could be like a sort of like Undertale esque thing. This could be like have that great of a fandom. I hope, or maybe I don't hope, but I really hope you guys just keep on doing what you're doing. I'm really proud of the stuff you've been able to like come up with, and it's really awesome. Thank you. Anyway, that's it for this update log, and I'll see you in the next one.